I used to think of discipline in a physical form, like a martial artist, like from those kung fu movies, or maybe like a gymnast, or even one of those Cirque du Soleil performers. You know, the guys that can climb a pole and then extend their body out perfectly parallel with the ground like a flag. That's how I used to think of discipline. But now, after being in it for a while, discipline is nothing more than consistency. That's really all it is. See, I think my entire life, I've always wanted to be successful. Now, we can measure success in a bunch of different ways, but when I'm thinking of success, or at least the way that I used to think of success is abundance to me. Like being able to do what you want, when you want, how you want. That's abundance. And that takes some resources. And that's what I wanted my whole life. So when I was in high school, like ancient years ago, we had the local power company come in, and they went through this exercise with us where they listed all the different decisions that we have that we're in control of, like different things, you know, what you eat, what time you went to bed, what you did after school, all those different things. It was like they filled up the whole board with these different things that we actually had control of. And then at the end of it, they handed out little keychains that said, the secret to success is self-discipline, or something like that. So I had like a little key and self-discipline was written on it. And I thought, that's how you're successful. Self-discipline. That's what it is. What it looked like, I had no idea, but I knew that that's what it was. So fast forward to college, and I'm in college, and I had a friend who was very studious. He was in the library for hours all the time. He always was studying and working with index cards. And it was just great. I mean, he did really well. So he invited me to the library with him one day, and I went, and I think we were in the library for about 3 hours. 3 hours. It was agonizing for me. I didn't understand what I was doing there. I mean, it didn't take, I just didn't seem to have that gene, that study gene in me. And I just kind of just, blew it off. And I never went back. I never went back to the library for hours ever again. And, my college success kind of went with it, in terms of me being studious and getting things that I did eventually graduate, but I just didn't know what that was, what discipline was. And so it really wasn't until I started walking where things changed for me, where I started to see things a little differently. I mean, when you think of discipline, it's this idea. You don't really know like what it is. What is discipline? What does it look like? And then as I started walking and I was consistent, I started walking on a regular basis. That's when things shifted for me. And I began to understand that it isn't so much about showing up once and really getting into it. And that's what discipline is. It's about showing up and showing up and showing up. And over time, you become that person. You turn into that studious, studying person. You turn into that martial artist by showing up over a period of time. As you are consistent in doing something, your identity shifts. The way that you see yourself changes. The way people see you changes. If you ever want to get like a cheat code on what people will do, just look at what they've done in the past. Generally speaking, people, myself included, function in patterns. Whatever they did in the past is what they're going to do in the future. Now, you always make allowances because people are people and they can change, but generally it's going to be the same thing. So if someone's looking at your past to determine what you're going to do in the future, you have to change what you're doing currently to change the way that you'll be seen in the future, if by no one else than just yourself. So as I say all this, that's how you get into discipline. You get into discipline through consistency. Consistency is how you change your identity, not just for how other people see you, but most importantly, how you see yourself. And the big thing you want to know is that it's the hard days when it's not easy, when things aren't necessarily ideal for you to be doing whatever it is you're doing. That's when discipline really shows up, and that's when when the identity kicks in, like in spades. I'll give you another example with walking. Sometimes I would take walks and the weather didn't look so great outside. I mean, my general rule was I would never walk into rain, but if I was walking and it was raining, I would just keep on walking. I mean, I'm already there, right? So let's keep it going. What on those days when I'm walking and it's raining, that's when I know that I'm going through an identity shift. When I'm recording videos and they just don't feel like it, that's when I know that I'm going through an identity shift. I mean, so thanks for listening. What are some things that you're working on? If you're curious about what you can do to make it easier for you to be consistent, to build that habit of being consistent, check out this video below. That's all I got for you. Bye.